Skyblock is full of armor sets. They grow on trees, drop from sky lizards, and can be crafted out of the literal ground you walk on. But not all of these sets are going to be of use for you. I've split this video up into 6 sections, one for each dungeons class and the introduction that you're watching right now. If you can't see these video chapters, it's probably because YouTube is terrible at rolling out features to different devices. Oh, also, we hit 40k subs. Now everyone who subscribes will be officially an under 50k swag person. Go sub right now to join the gang, ahaha. Anyways, time to start the breakdown of the armor sets you should be looking at in dungeons. This video also covers armor sets that are unreleased and dungeons drops, so the stats of these items may change when dungeons actually come out in about 2 weeks. As a Berserker, you need to focus on having high defense as well as high damage. You are going to be separated from the tank at times, and it's your job to act as a secondary tank at times when your tank is separated from the group. You also have to get up close to deal damage, so defense and health also come in there. Point is, you're not going to get far running in with an elegant tuxedo and expect to do well because you're purely dealing damage. There are 2 main Berserker sets in the game right now: Superior Dragon Armor and Frozen Blaze Armor. If you can't afford a legendary Ender Dragon pet and you aren't super high level in all skills, the Frozen Blaze with a legendary Blaze pet is going to be your best bet due to having almost 25% more effective HP and also higher DPS than anything you can achieve with Superior without a Dragon pet. The area of effect slowdown is super useful for keeping your healer and archer alive too. And no, forums, the 4 magic find you lose from using Frozen Blaze does not make that big of a difference, and the Wither pet is not even good for multiple targets. Archers do not have a whole lot going for them right now, so Frozen Blaze is probably your best option for DPS. If you want to get risky, a Bone Helmet and Elegant Tuxedo will provide you with insane DPS, but you will die a lot. However, the Skeleton Master armor drops fairly commonly from all of the 3 dungeon floors currently available, which give you super high arrow damage and defense when in dungeons, and it's pretty easy to upgrade too. It's by far better than anything offered right now and will likely be meta for a while. Mages are an unusual topic, as their entire main dungeon's ability revolves around using a sword, just like a Berserker, but without having to risk taking damage. I think Superior Dragon Armor is much better for this, because you have the safety of health and defense, as well as damage comparable to that of a Berserker, and a higher intelligence stat than Frozen Blaze, which increases the damage of your weapon ability if you choose to run them. If you trust your tank a lot, Wise Dragon Armor will give you a huge amount of mana, which will amplify your ability damage by a massive amount, which makes weapons like the Pigman Sword crazy OP, although you sacrifice a lot of your main ability damage and effective HP by not going Superior. Healers fucking suck. There are no good healer items out there, not even in dungeons. And the abilities you have as a healer aren't exactly the most powerful thing, as your ghost ability whilst dead is still way better than your ultimate or your useless healing circle. Your entire job is basically being a walking revive stone with a longer cooldown. There is no good gear for a healer, as the only healer oriented item is the Mender Helmet, and using it destroys the set bonus of anything you want to wear. Holy Dragon Armor is totally pointless too. The best thing you can probably use is the Mender Helmet with tier 12 Perfect, reforged to be wise or necrotic to give you a large mana pool whilst also remaining tanky enough to follow the tank and keep them safe. Tanks need to be super strong. By floor 3, there are mini bosses that deal over 4000 DPS, about 3 times more than a Zealot, which is enough to wipe out your healer in 5 hits, so you need to be tanky enough to take them with Jingle Bells, whilst also not being totally useless for damage. Tier 12 Perfect with a Reaper Mask is the obvious and the best choice, because it can give you upwards of 100,000 effective HP with the dungeon's item stat boosts, with the Reaper Mask giving you quadruple healing, assuming your healer isn't brain dead and is using a Mender Helmet.